Hello everyone, this is Soundrout and welcome back to
This
the
is
Stanley
the story
Parable.
of a man named Stanley.
Yeah, let's skip it. We've already seen this. We're back. Oh, I got an achievement. Awesome. That's a pretty easy one to get, I guess. So yeah, I've been thinking about this game, and it is very confusing. But, I don't know what I was gonna say. It's pretty cool. I feel like it's kind of a game that I don't really play. It's not even really a game though. It's like, it's hard to describe. I'm kind of like an observer, you know? Even though I can make choices, I feel like the choices don't really matter, if that makes sense. So that's anyway, that's the original office, isn't it? Okay. I wonder why that's a painting. And we're in a different office now. Huh. We can't open any of these. Okay. Yeah, I guess I'll... Oh.
Stanley, come over here. In the vent.
Okay.
I want to show you something.
Alright, narrator. This is actually the first time I can use the crouching feature. Maybe there was another way to use it that I missed. Going through the vent. This is exciting. Oh. It's like a spy movie. Ooh, down we go. Okay. Loading a new area, I guess. I can't uncrouch here for some reason.
Okay, you remember how cheap and unsatisfying the new Ultra Deluxe content turned out to be? Well, it got me thinking about the past and how much better the Stanley Parable used to be.
Yeah.
So I made something special and tucked it away here where the game's developers won't find it.
Ooh.
Just our little secret. Take a look.
Whoa. What the
I
heck?
call it the Memory Zone. It's where I've been storing all my favorite memories so I can relive the peak experiences of my life whenever I want. Experiences like the launch of the Stanley Parable on PC.
I see. So the narrator's quite proud of his launch of the game. That's
You
cool.
see, Stanley, doesn't the Memory Zone remind you of how wonderful Stanley Parable was before it was sullied with a cheap re-release? Remember back in October of 2013 when the game originally launched?
Yes.
Back then, video games had integrity.
Oh, there's the
Back
original
then,
launch
it
page.
all meant
That's
something.
cool.
Oh, the waste.
How much is it? $15? Why is it in Russian though? That's funny. And it's a bad crop on that screenshot, I'm not gonna lie. I can't open this door. Cool. Ooh. Whoa. Indie Box Collector's Edition? Dang. I wonder if that's a real thing. That's cool. What's this? Independent Games Festival Audience Award. Oh, that's cool. And then British Academy awarded to Straley? The Last of Us? What? Wait, so did it actually win? It looks like The Last of Us won that one. Maybe they were upset they didn't get the win there. Good times. Ah, yes, good times. I wonder if there's anything here I haven't seen yet. I'm pretty sure I've seen all this stuff. Let's Begin Again? I haven't seen that yet. The original remake? Whoa. Huh. It might not even be a game. Yeah. Huh. Cool. Ooh. Postcards, stuff. Clock. That's funny. Okay. The first dollar? Mr. Krabs, is that you? Demonstration. Ooh, demo. That's cool. Unachievable. Wait, is that a real achievement in the game? How do I get it? Ooh, that's a tough one. Don't play for 5 years. I actually saw another achievement, which was don't play for 10 years. Wow. That would be quite tough to do. But I guess it's possible, isn't it? Because it has been out for 11 years now. Cool. Bunch of awards. Creator's surprisingly down to earth. Okay. Nice. I wonder if these are all the real awards that it got. Interesting. Ooh. What's this? In loving memory, little Stanley. Oh, is that a little hamster? Oh, poor guy. He passed away, huh? That's so sweet. Man, I love it when the devs add their own like pets and stuff. Ooh.
And over here is where I keep reviews of the Stanley Parable. Like this stunning triumph of games journalism, 10 out of 10 from Destructoid.com. James Stephanie Sterling writes, and I quote, "Where so many games that aspire to be more than games end up less than any form of art, Stanley Parable strives and then succeeds to be every game ever created." Did you hear that, Stanley? Every game ever created. That's how grand and all-encompassing the original Stanley Parable was.
Dang.
It was literally every game ever created. It was Skyrim. It was Persona 3. It was all of them. And now, it's nothing. It's no games at all. It isn't even the Stanley Parable anymore. It's just a husk now. A lifeless husk with an hour of new elevator content.
Dang. That's pretty deep. An hour of new elevator content? Wow. Ooh. More pictures. It's Portal. Don't tell anyone I said this, but I'm planning to play through Portal as well. What else do we got here? Minecraft? What? Why is Minecraft here? Interesting. Yeah. Person of the year. Is that Stanley? There's a bunch of buttons from the mind control facility. Oh, behind the scenes development screenshot. That's cool. I can't really make it out though. It's pretty blurry. What's in here? 2 doors for Scott X. Whoa. Car. That's a collector's edition? That's pretty cool. For someone that has no memory of this game, there must be a lot of nostalgia here to people who have played it. I mean, I remember when it came out, of course. It was super duper popular. And like every single YouTuber on the planet played it. Like Markiplier, for example. That's where I kind of found the game. But that was, again, 10 years ago. I was like, what, 9 or 10 years old? Of course, I don't remember it at all.
Here's another moving passage, this time from GameSpot.com.
Oh, this one?
The Stanley Parable is both a richly stimulating commentary on the nature of choice in games and one that offers some of the most enjoyable, surprising, and rewarding choices I've ever been confronted with in a game. 9 out of 10. Don't you get it, Stanley? The game was
9 out of
perfect.
10. That's not perfect.
It didn't need anything else. It didn't need new content.
Okay.
It just needed to be left alone. To spend the rest of time collecting dust in the hallowed hall of beloved video game memories.
True. Yeah. So what's the point of the DLC then? If that's what you think. Wait, where am I supposed to go? I heard a door open. Oh. Here? Or here? I can't go in there. The serious room. Huh. I don't know that place. Where am I supposed to go? Did a door open back here? Oh, yeah.
These were
This
simpler
way.
times, Stanley. But I wouldn't give to go back, to have it all over again. Wait, hang on. I don't recall this part of the memory zone before.
Ooh.
What's this? What's down here? Oh no. Oh God, no. Stanley, it's a collection of reviews from Steam, the online video game distributor. I haven't looked at these.
This isn't their
years.
logo.
I can't even
That's
imagine
weird.
what's been collecting down here. Surely these reviews were glowing as well, weren't they?
Let's find out. Ooh.
Honestly, I could not be bothered to play this game to full completion. The narrator is obnoxious and unfunny, with his humor and dialogue proving to be more irritating than entertaining. Unfunny! I'm not trying to be funny. I'm trying to make a serious work of art.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I suppose I could write up a handful of gags to insert into the Stanley Parable, but the game is already such a densely layered web of profound philosophical insights that I can't even imagine where I'd have the room to stick them.
Dang, bro. He's acknowledging the bad reviews. And they even included the profile of that person. I wonder if that was a real person. How embarrassing must it be to be featured in this game? Although if you don't like it, you probably won't play it again. There's more here. Blurry though. Cannot read it, unfortunately. Huh. Well, if I had a bad review, maybe he'll include me in the game. Yo, brilliant idea. Let's do it. Okay, what's this?
Okay, let's see what this one says. While the idea for the game is good, for someone who prefers non-linear games, this preachiness gets annoying fast. Preachy? Stanley? I'm not preachy, am I? You
Well,
can tell me if I'm preachy. Honestly, you can. Oh, goodness. This is actually quite shocking for me.
maybe a little bit.
I always, well, to be honest, I had always thought of the game's dialogue as being rather terse to begin with. You can't know how much fluff I cut from the game to get it to feel as light and airy as it... Well, I always thought it did, but maybe it wasn't. Oh dear. What an awful memory to have to hold on to.
Ooh, there's a
These black
positive one.
marks on my otherwise unimpeachable track record.
Actually,
I feel like a failure. Like I let these people down.
poor
Perhaps
narrator.
the Stanley Parable isn't quite as sterling as I always remembered.
Don't listen to the haters, bro. Relax. It's a cool game. It's pretty cool. I just noticed that the profile pictures on these are pretty much the same. That's a goat, and that's a goat with a purple background. So yeah, these are probably not real people. It's just insert random username. Okay. What's over here? Stopped raining. Another review room. This way? Ooh, another bad
What's
review.
this one got to say? You constantly have to stop doing anything so the narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations of what's happening. I wish there was a skip button. A skip button? Well, yes. Yes, I think we can do that. If I'm truly too preachy, then maybe letting you skip ahead for just a moment, surely it couldn't hurt. Not if it means we can strike these negative reviews from the record. Only positive reviews of the Stanley Parable. That's my motto today, and it's always been my motto. I'd do anything for the customer, Stanley. Yes, a skip button we shall have.
Nice. Listening to the people. That's good. Oh, there it is.
And here it is. Go ahead and give it a shot.
Skipped.
Oh, you're back, you see. You were only frozen in time for a few minutes, but it was plenty of time for me to deliver a long, rambling monologue full of unnecessary verbal flourishes and lengthy ruminations on the nature of choice in video games. Of course, I happen to believe it was perhaps one of my more profound such ruminations.
Oh, now I feel
Not
bad.
that, of course, you need a description of it, but if I had to describe it, I'd say it was perhaps less of a rumination and more of a treatise. Or maybe a manifesto.
Shall I skip it
Look,
again?
I'll outline it for you very briefly, and you can tell me what you think.
I'm kind of interested,
So
though.
my theory is that any choice you've ever made is simply a series of choices made by the person who you are, or were, or will be at the time of having made said choice. That is
Well,
to say,
yeah.
if by articulating a choice you've already made, you bring that choice into being, then by making no choice and saying nothing, are you not simply erecting in the sanctuary of time a monument to every person
I
you've
see
ever
what you're
been,
trying to do
making
here. You're trying to
every
make me
choice to
skip
which
again.
You've ever given your Greek gift of mortal and yet timeless thought Or rather, do all of the choices you've ever made, in fact, make you more not this kind of person, and in fact do the very opposite. You see, it could in fact be both of these things at once. That you are both making choices and not making choices, and that they are both affecting you and not affecting you at the same time by virtue of the fact that you both are
that's
and are not making
that's
them.
really crazy.
Okay, at first I was leaning towards manifesto, but now I'm going
I
to circle
I really want to
around
skip, but
and
I also
slap
want
a
to see
treatise label on this one.
what else
I think
is
it has
here.
much more of a treatise vibe
Chair?
to it. But wouldn't you say that manifesto just has a much grander sort of tone? It has a mouthfeel that is rich with ambition and history.
Okay, fine,
Emphasis,
I'll skip
if you
it.
will. Ah, see, now you've got me
All
going
right.
back to manifesto. Well there, sport. You really did catch me rambling on a bit, didn't you? But that's the
Yeah.
power of the button. The minute I start to go off on a thoughtless display of self-absorption, it's right at your fingertips to go poof, and it's all over. Oh, I can't wait to see what Cookie 9 will say about this, and whether they'll edit the rating of their Steam review, or at least change some of the wording, perhaps. To be honest, I don't even know if one can change their review.
Actually, yeah, you can, yeah.
I guess I should become better educated on
I
exactly
actually did
how
it recently
Steam
on
works.
some reviews I
Perhaps
left.
that would have been the smart thing to check on before I went about this whole exercise of making the skip button. Although I
yeah.
have to imagine that after seeing this exciting new technology at work, surely whoever it is runs Steam
You mean
will
Valve?
instantly run out and implement a new feature to make it possible
you
to
could-
edit
you can
one
already do
review
that. I'm
merely
just-
because of
I'm
this
just
very
saying.
situation.
You can-
Yes, I
you can
think
do it
that's
already,
quite
dude.
likely. Or perhaps they'll simply grant this particular
And you want me to
user
skip
the
again, don't
ability
you?
to change their review,
Well-
so that the feature is not widely abused.
All right,
I would even be okay with
fine, whatever
Okay,
you
welcome
want.
back, Stanley. Now, I should say that the
The door's
amount of
gone.
time the button has been skipping through is becoming longer and longer. That last one was, well, I want to say maybe 30, 45 minutes?
Dang.
It's not unendurable.
How can you
by
rant
any
for
means,
45
but
minutes
well,
about
there's really
Steam
only so
adding
much I can
review
ramble
button
on to myself about.
when it already
I know,
exists,
Shocking, isn't it? But
you
at
know?
any rate, I do suggest that we not press the button again.
Okay.
Stanley, please don't push the button again. It's been 12 hours. You've just been frozen there. I don't know why the skips are getting longer, but they're really, truly getting longer. And my God, there's no
Oh,
way
boy.
out of the room. Stanley, the
Yeah,
door
I
is
know.
gone,
I noticed that
completely
like
gone.
2 skips ago.
I've looked at it from every angle. I've checked every one of those walls 1,000 times.
Thanks.
And there's no door, Stanley. There's no
Yeah,
door. There's
kinda
just
stuck
you
here.
and the button, and if you keep pressing it, I have no idea what will happen. I have no idea how long I'll be made to sit here, and more than anything else, I don't know how to stop you from pressing the button again. I can't control anything in this room, Stanley. I can't touch it, and I have to...
Why not? Didn't you
I have
design
to
the
know
game?
that sooner or later, no matter how much I plead with you, you're going to press the button again. Why would you? I've been thinking and thinking, and I don't know what I can do to convince you otherwise.
I mean, you could stop rambling a little bit.
God. And it's all because of those reviews. Those reviews that I couldn't get out of my head. I just couldn't ignore the negative feedback. Why was it so important for me to fix the problem? Why did Cookie 9's opinion matter so much
That
to
is
me?
a good
I've
question,
never even
actually.
met Cookie 9. I have no idea who they are. What would it ever really matter?
Well,
But
you want me to
here
skip
I am.
again, huh?
I'm fixating on every tiny
Alrighty.
negative thing that... Oh, Stanley, you're back.
Ooh.
You're back.
The lights are going out.
Goodness, I have someone to talk to.
Oh my
again.
goodness.
Stanley, I think it's been a week
A
or
week?
2 weeks. I've been sitting here all that time.
Wow.
Just sitting here, not a single person to speak with. And
It's
you
your own
think that
fault, isn't it?
that's just how it's always been, right? Me talking and you saying nothing.
Yeah.
Would you think that it's exactly the same as always?
I mean, I am
Doesn't
talking,
that
but I guess
feel
you can't
like
hear
what
me.
we've already been doing? Me just talking? But it isn't, Stanley. It isn't the same at all. It isn't even close. Because I know you can't hear me once you push that button. That's what I'm realizing now, Stanley. I'm realizing that I needed to know that someone was listening. I needed there to be a vessel through which my words were moving. It was the vessel I needed.
Well, that makes
Stanley,
sense. I mean,
not
what's the point of
outcome,
speaking
not
to
the
someone
story.
if
None of
they're
that
not there?
matters anymore. I'll give it all up. I'll give up every branching path.
Wow.
I'll burn my story to the ground. One single
Means that
thing
much
I
to you?
need, and God, I can see now that I need it more than anything, is to know that someone else is taking it in. These words that I'm saying, I need to know you can hear me. Because maybe, Stanley, maybe, if you can hear me, then maybe It means I'm real. Maybe I'm not just a fiction.
Good
Was I
point.
scared of that all along? Perhaps. Yes. Perhaps I've been scared this whole time, that if I stop speaking, I'll slip backwards into the silence and be consumed by it. I can't be taken by it, Stanley. I can't lose myself in the stretch of emptiness between you and me. When you press that button, you're still right there, but I know you're so tremendously far away. And in those moments,
I just noticed the plan has died as well.
itself outward in between the two of us.
And I can't even
I am
see the clock
suspended
anymore.
in its unyielding
Ouch.
quietness. I can feel the edges of my reality curdling inward and decay.
Well, shall we press it
I can
again?
tell that I
He's
am
being a
becoming
little bit
less and
rambly.
less real.
Alright,
Yet to speak to you
1
now,
month later, let's see. It's dark.
Oh,
I can still look around
it's
though.
You're here again. Welcome. I have had time to think about you and about
Light.
us and about everything we've been through. I've had so much time, I stopped keeping track after a year.
Oh, a year.
Have you ever sat down in one place and not moved for one entire year? Let me describe it for you. To begin with, there is only regret. There is only the turning wheel of missed opportunities. I felt nothing at all but regret for the longest time, Stanley. Days, months. I lost it all in a blur of the deepest longing to undo
What
the past.
regret?
And when that feeling had begun to subside, what took its place is what I can only describe as the collapse of every moment I have ever experienced my entire life. All of them collapsed down into a single instant. In that instant, I could see myself clearly, calmly, with a collected heart. It was an impossibly rich wellspring of both delight and disgust simultaneously. I was consumed by
Well,
it. I could do nothing
I'm
but
trying my best to
follow it
listen
for
to
what
him,
felt
but
like an eternity.
he
For
just
what
keeps
I
on
now
rambling
know was
a
far
lot.
less. You see, it was a revelation
Yeah.
for me. It was unlike
Okay, then.
anything I had ever known. It was a space
See you
without
in 10 years, I
consequence,
guess.
without action or
Bye-bye.
outcome.
10 years? Oh, is he even there? Hello? Mr. Narrator? Well, it's kind of nice that he stopped speaking. It's like a little bit of peace and quiet, you know? Because that rambling was getting a little bit old. I might have to agree with that review. Except for the fact that he's rambling on purpose because he wants me to press the button. So, you know, I don't feel too bad. It is a little bit concerning, though, that he hasn't spoken at all. Maybe he's dead. Maybe he's gone forever. Who knows? It's funny, the cursor arrives as soon as you get close to this thing. Should I press it again? It's not even here. Okay. Let's do it. Oh, the smoke alarm. It's gone off. Can we turn it off, please? I need a ladder or something.